Right. To log on to Language Perfect, which last year changed its name to Education Perfect, just type in your Google page Language Perfect. You can see here it's Language Perfect will take you to Education Perfect. They're both the same thing. Your main screen looks like this. You need to log in. Right, you get a page looking like this. To log into Language Perfect, you've all been put on the system. So all you need to do is type in OWC for Orewa College, then your first name. If your name is Sam Smith, type in Sam, and then your second name, Smith. There are no gaps. Your password is just going to be your first name, in this case, Sam. You can then log in. Right, I'm going to need to use someone's real name. So I'll just get a student who is logged into the system. And okay, so here you can go with a new password if you don't want to just keep the system as it is. And if you use a different password, please make sure that you write it down somewhere. The other thing that you must do is put in your email twice. Alright, I'm obviously not going to do this because I haven't got the student's email that we need, and she's going to be logging in later today. So you then click on Save Password and Email. That way you can contact Language Perfect if you do lose your password, and Language Perfect can contact you when your teacher sets a test and you need to know about that test. Alright, I'm going to go back and log in as myself with a different login, and then I'll show you what Language Perfect looks like. Okay, here we are, we're logged on in a computer. This is what your Language Perfect screen will look like. In an iPad it's going to look a little bit different. Right now we're going to click on the Spanish. If you're in Māori, you're going to click on Māori, and if you're in Japanese, obviously you're going to click on Japanese. So let's click on the Spanish, and you will have a list of modules that will start here. Most of the time we're going to ask you to start with level 1 because you're learning at level 1. But occasionally we'll ask you to scroll down and click on something like numbers, which will take you to numbers 1 to 100. Alright, so I'm going to click on level 1. It's going to take you to level 1 Spanish, and your screen will now look something like this. You click on Start, and here you'll have another list of different topics. To start with, we're going to ask you to look at the days of the week. You can see that they're listed here, so if you're not sure what they are, you can have a good look and study this list. This is a very short list. Some of the lists are much longer. You can then load the activity, which is the days of the week. You can set your number of questions. There's not very many days of the week, so I'm going to set it at 10. And you can select the type of test you want to go through. You can select reading, which is Spanish text is given to you and you have to give the English word. You can have listening, which is spoken Spanish to English text. Dictation, which is spoken Spanish, and then you type in the Spanish. And then writing, which is the hardest, where you see the English and you have to produce the Spanish. So we'll start off with the first one, and you can see somebody's been working on this and hasn't got all of them quite correct, so we'll start the activity. El lunes. Okay, so Monday. There I go, I type that in and click on submit. Alright, now I'm going to stop the actual test. You can see there's a timer up here for each word before they give you the answer. For Language Perfect, you need to get 2 stars, twice correct for each word in the entire list before they will kick you out. You won't be able to do that list again, but you can go back and change the module. Alright, so save and exit, and you can use that same list and go back into a different type of production, and you can then start again so that you're covering all the different 4 language skills, and you get 2 stars again for each word. Take you about 5 minutes with this list of words, and then you go on through these different types of language vocabulary use and production, and you will have learnt those words. That's it, guys. Have a go at logging into Language Perfect yourself, and remember, on an iPad it's going to look slightly different.